Hello boys and girls, ladies and gents, YouTubers and fellow collectors. Today we have Bumblebee from Prime One Studios. And this is a sign that I have officially lost my mind. Started off collecting Masterpiece Transformers for about $100 a pop. And that leads to this. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so I start to unbox the base, and I'm greeted by this message here. I bought this from a Facebook group, a buy sell trade group on Facebook, from a gentleman named Nick. Can't think of his last name right now, but he told me that there had been some collectors that were accidentally dropping the Autobot symbol when they would lift the styrofoam. So he gave me that warning, and to make sure I got it, I have this message waiting for me here. So I really appreciate that. Shout out to Nick. That's some good work right there, buddy. And here we have the piece that he was warning me about, and with good reason. You can see that it is right on the edge of the styrofoam. So if you're opening this up and you have it vertical or you flip it over accidentally, that piece is definitely falling out. So again, thanks Nick for saving me that heartache. All right, and here's the base. Pretty much what you would expect. Nicely put together, nice shadings on it. Now, it's not the best base ever. I do have their Raphael Ninja Turtle statue, and that base is incredible. It blows this one out of the water. But for what you need, this more than gets the job done. The base will not be the focal point at all once you get Bumblebee up here. So here we have the housing for Mr. B himself. And to point out, I like that they will actually tell you what is the top of the styrofoam packaging and what the bottom is. Just a nice touch that they don't have to add in there, but if you're paying this much money for an item, it's nice that they'll take the extra step to take care of you so you don't accidentally open it upside down and drop this bad boy. We have multi-layered packaging here. This top layer, we have the main body of Mr. B. And then in that bottom section, we have all the add-on pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and put them together here. Not going to do that on camera. I have heard that there are lots of pieces, and I will be referring to these instructions to help me assemble them. So I'll be right back, guys. Here we have Bumblebee in a million pieces, like Galvatron just got a hold of him. Just thought I'd show this before I start putting him together. There is some work to be done. Interestingly enough, it seems very similar to the 3A 1/6 scale Bumblebee. Same level of detail, which is quite impressive to pull that off on a statue. But looks like the same digital sculpt as what 3A used. All right, here we have the two different head sculpts. Did not realize that on the right, on your battle ready sort of version with your mask, that there's a full sculpt underneath. You just pull that up, and up top is where you put in your batteries. But just thought that was neat to highlight that they didn't give you a blank face with the mask just shoved over it. It's actually the full sculpted face beneath. Pretty neat, Prime One. And then here you have both of the head sculpts reassembled with the lights activated. Not sure which one I would say would be my preference. I'll probably switch back and forth between the two of them quite often. I do like the battle mask, but then the detail in the face without the mask is incredible, and you don't want to miss out on that. So I'm sure there will be a lot of back and forth. Here's the beast all put together, locked and loaded and ready for action. And guys, this is a very nice piece. Definitely more of a kit probably than what feels like your traditional statue. But for this amount of detail, who cares? And look at this guy. The switches are easy to get to for the light functions, and even though I won't use them for the most part while it's being displayed, it's still nice that that was a thought in the placement. So we can flip around the back here. Detail on this guy is incredible. Again, very reminiscent of the 3A Bumblebee figure. In a lot of cases, those highly detailed figures will contain more detail than you would ever get in a sculpt or a statue. So for them to be able to match that level of detail is pretty impressive. Prime 1 does it again. Now, this is my first Transformer. I like the Optimus, but they've given some teasers about doing a sort of a G1 Bayformer mashup. And if I'm going to get an Optimus, that's probably the one I'll wait for. Now, the Ironhide looks like it's a must-buy. So I have my eyes peeled for that one for sure. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. If you didn't get anything else from this review, then watch when you're opening the styrofoam because you might lose the Autobot symbol. Then I have done my job. Happy collecting.